Good morning, folks. Hope you are doing amazingly. Over here in Europe, we woke up this morning to news by Israeli and US news sources that Israel had launched a strike against Iranian targets. However, upon closer inspection, it seems that while we are meant to begin shaking in our boots over the potential escalation, Iranian outlets have not commented much on the happenings. At least not to the degree that you would expect if the country had been attacked. The reporting in Western news sources claim that the attacks have been confirmed by Iranian officials and reference Fars News specifically. However, in searching for Iranian news related to the incident, the reporting is sorely lacking. This news follows the Iranian allegation that the Biden administration had made a back channel request asking the Iranians to allow for a limited symbolic strike by Israel so that Israel could save face. And this report is not at all surprising, considering that Israeli society, and indeed the colonial project itself, which requires a steady inflow of population and financial and military aid, absolutely needs to convince would-be colonizers that they are protected and safe during their colonization trips. Iran says that it outright rejected the request and will respond to further Israeli aggression decisively, signaling that the era of shadow wars between Iran and Israel have come to an end. Other English news sources covering the Middle East have not mentioned or verified an attack on Iran. To bring this into context, Israeli-backed and funded U.S. think tanks have argued for and promoted the idea of a preemptive strike on Iran for decades. Many of the think tanks most effective in shaping U.S. foreign policy in the Middle East have been linked to what is known as the Israel Lobby, a large and loosely connected system of pro-Israel advocacy organizations. And think tanks, according to the elite theory of state, are described as instruments deployed strategically in the service of a ruling class. However, as the world is moving from a singularity of U.S. dominance and hegemony to a multipolar world, there is a looming question. If the United States does get embroiled in a war with Iran, would the United States survive? One of the primary reasons why the United States rose to power in the aftermath of World War II was that all of its would-be adversaries were absolutely devastated while the United States industry and manufacturing bases were left entirely intact. In fact, a cynical review of World War II could be presented as the U.S. waiting until the very end of the war for all of the parties to be on the verge of destruction before entering the war itself. For the past several decades, Israel has put its largest bet on investing on influencing the United States. However, with BRICS nations in ascendance and the United States seeming to stagnate, this could be driving Israeli desperation to squeeze out as much value as possible out of the United States investment before it's too late. Anyways, have a great day.